Hey, welcome back to gggaming. So here we go. We have the video. This is the video for trading in Pokemon TCG Pocket. It is going to be all the details, everything you need to know about the mechanics, the features, the costs, all of it, and actually see a trade happen. So let's get to it. All right, let's jump into this. So first and foremost, we got a pack to open. Let's open a pack. Let's do it right now. Let's open this we'll do Palkia. Why not real quick before we jump into the trading video? Maybe we get some good luck. Maybe we get something absolutely epic, or it's just a waste of 30 seconds. Either way, we're going to that pack right there. Swipe, swipe. We can't swipe. We totally can't swipe. We're not not going left. All right, what we got? We got nothing. Waste of 30 seconds. We get a dex entry at the very least. Hey, there we go. Hippowdon for the dex. We'll take it. That's a win. All right, back to trading, because that's what we were talking about. Where is trading? That's first and foremost what we need to talk about. So to get to the trading feature, so that you even know, get out of the way, cards. Stand corrected. Not a waste of 30 seconds, a waste of a full minute for that Hippowdon. All right. So in order to get to the trading feature, what are you looking at? From the home page when you first log into the game, you are going to go down to the community or social area, which is down here. So you need that button right there. That is where all the trading information is, stuff, whatnot. So yeah, it moved over for me. There, go there. There you go. Social hub. So we have the community showcases that's always been there for a while. And now we have the brand new trade button, which is right here. We need to move said mic a little bit. Camera moving a little bit. Cool. Trade. There it is. We're going to push that and go right into the trade menu. So from here, this looks a little weird. Let's talk about the obvious. Trading has a mechanic in the game that can be free and also can be paid. So we're going to go through that and talk about what that is and exactly what that means to you. Not all cards can be traded right now in the game. It's limited. Okay. We'll talk about that. And we're going to talk about some of the other stuff. Go to it. First and foremost, let's talk about the functionality of the trade. Once you get to this window here, you are going to need trade stamina to ultimately be able to make your trade, and that is these right here. So right now I am one stamina short because we did make a complete trade to be able to make this YouTube video. So we'll show you that example and show you exactly what goes into that. And then right next to that you see the what were these things called? Trade tokens. So the trade tokens are right next to that. These are going to be used for anything 3 stars, 3 diamonds, and above, as you see denoted by the little bar that we got here. And based on the number of tokens, well, the number of tokens you need is going to be based on the level of rarity. Right now, the max rarity we can trade in the game is 1 star. I'm sure they will continue to add to that and buff this feature in the future. At least I hope they do, because limited us to 1 stars only is a bit eh. And you can only trade cards of equivalent rarity. So if you are going to trade the 1 star Pokemon card, you will need to trade also a 1 star. So if I trade 1 star to somebody, you also have to trade me a 1 star rarity. There's not a give and take there. They may add something in the future where, you know, maybe two, 3 diamonds will equal 1 star or whatever. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Right now, it just seems like they're more focused on controlling the trades, keeping them even, and stopping online sales of cards and things like that. So I kind of understand why they've done this feature, but at the same time, whatever. We're not going to vent on it. Let's do it. So from there, up to 4 diamonds is essentially the rarest, or EX cards is the standard EX cards is the rarest you can trade. So stamina, and then the tokens. All right, so let's talk about how to actually get these things that you need for trading. How do I get trade stamina? How do I get trade tokens? Well, trade tokens is kind of really one of 2 ways. One, you sacrifice your high-end rare cards, similar to the flare mechanic, and I'll show you that here in a second. Or you get them from events. So right now we have the 500, which was the freebie they gave us as part of the trade feature launching. So make sure you check your gifts. That is there. It's available to like 326 or something like that of this year. The actual stamina itself is timed, just like the other things that we have, such as the opening packs and the Wonder Pick options. So 24 hours per full revolution. Now it's a little bit different on this. So let's take a look at the plus icon for trade stamina. So if we wanted to recover these, it's actually twice as expensive as compared to Wonder Picks or the packs. So I'm going to hit custom select down here. Let's take a look at what it takes to get one full revelation or one full trade stamina back. So essentially one trade. So for trade hourglasses, you actually see as we start to notch this up, traditionally 12 would be plenty. 12 is the number for both Wonder Pick and for your packs. But we see we've only got half of our circle populated up here. A little more than half just because it's already started on its own. But you only get 30% of the circle for 12 hourglasses. You actually need 24 hourglasses. It is 2 times as expensive on hourglasses to repopulate one trade stamina as compared to Wonder Pick and the actual pack openings. Very interesting design by the Pokemon Company. I really do not understand why they decided to make it more expensive. Again, nothing. But here's the deal: it's only more expensive for the packs. Let me turn that off and swap that back. So no packs or no hourglasses. It's actually the same for gold. Gold, if I hit this, boom, 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 and 6. It's only 6 gold to do both Wonder Pick as well as opening packs. Also, only 6 gold for your trade stamina. I don't know. So if you pay real money, it's all the same. If you use the free version, it's twice as expensive as compared to the others. I got no idea why. But hey, now you know, and maybe you learn. If you found that helpful, we both learned something different today together. Okay, so for these trade tokens, there's really 2 mechanics on how to get more of them, because you're going to need these to trade your rare cards. One is to get them from free gifts, which you will get 500 of them from the free gift for the launch of the event, or as part of future events. They've already said that you'll be able to get more of these in events. So, you know, if you're impatient, the other way to get them is to sacrifice your cards, very similar to the flare mechanic. So to do so, we actually have to go to our cards. And here's the deal. I've already got this pre-filtered to duplicates. So I see I've got 16 Snow, 16 Wooloos. I cannot sacrifice these ones because they are the base cards that do not require tokens to trade. You can only sacrifice cards that require tokens, i.e. 3 diamond rarity and above. So let's do a quick filter for our 3 diamonds right there and see what we've got to work with. Okay, so when it comes to sacrificing your cards or trading your cards in for the trade tokens, one, it's nowhere near an even trade. You need 120 trade tokens, I believe that's what it is, for a normal foil card. But, well, as we see, when we click this Vaporeon right here and we hit obtain items, we get 25. 25. We're going to have to sacrifice 5 foil cards to be able to make one trade. That is nowhere near worth it in my book. Do not do this unless you just have an absolute crazy amount of foil cards that you want to sacrifice. Granted, I mean, if you have a bunch of them, you could sacrifice like one of each and then maybe get that one you're missing to complete that dex entry. That way, maybe it's worth it, but otherwise, I just do not see this as a good mechanic. So there we go. We get 25 for sacrificing 1 Vaporeon. This does go up based on the rarity of the card, but also the cost of these go up. So let's take a look at what it takes to sacrifice an EX card. Oh, we need to filter differently. Hold on. Let's take a look at 4 stars. So for the EX cards, if we want to sacrifice in this case, we'll take the Executor EX, and then I'll obtain items. Here, we only get 125. We actually need, what, 500? You need 500 of these to actually trade an EX Pokemon. You get 125. So you're going to have to sacrifice 4 EX Pokemon, 4 cards, just to be able to make one trade. No, I do not recommend this whatsoever. Stay away from it. But it is a way to get the tokens if you need them. Otherwise, wait for events in the future. All right, so now let's talk about the actual trade mechanics. So once you hit the trade button, what happens? Where do you go? You got to be friends. In order to trade with somebody, you have to be friends. Hopefully they add a random trade item in the future, similar to the other mainstream like Switch games. You can just randomly trade anything. So like I just randomly trade this card and I get a random card back. That would be kind of cool. Could see that feature in the future. But otherwise, if I wanted to trade with this friend right here, I just hit that, and then it will automatically show me the card list of what is available to trade. As we know, we can only trade up to 4 diamonds. So we'll scroll down and we kind of see right here, we automatically get our 1-star picks at the top. All right. Because I have this set by rarity. I do. So our 1-star picks are right at the top. And then you can trade any of these. Does not matter how many you have. You can trade any of these cards as long as they show up available to trade. We scroll through this. We can kind of see what we have to offer, and then we immediately find out, oh, hey, wait a minute. There's some 1-star trades that are not available to trade. Well, that is because those are part of the brand new Space Times SmackDown set. Smacking the mic. Those are not available to trade yet. They will add that in the future. I'm fairly confident of that. But right now, you cannot trade Space Time SmackDown. So as I see here, the Shaman, the Mamoswine, the Manaphy, and the Mesprite, full arts that I have, I can't trade yet. We go on down, we get the actual EX cards. You can trade all of those. So if I wanted to trade a Charizard EX, I can click that. It says it's 500 tokens to trade that Charizard EX. Now, here's a key. 500 for an EX. The 1-stars, though, are only 400. So it's actually cheaper to trade your full arts than it is your Charizards. So I can continue to scroll down, and we get down to the normal foils. Those are only 120 to trade. So even cheaper. Less rarity, even cheaper. And then beyond that, it's actually free with no tokens at all. So we get down to the normal cards right here. So that Charmeleon would be free in terms of tokens. So normal cards are free, except they will cost you the stamina. All right, don't forget that. So that is what you do. So I pick that Charmeleon, hit the OK button. That takes me into the trade screen. And then I would hit OK and send that off to my friend, who would ultimately review and accept that trade and send it back. We have that all set in a video. Let's jump over to the video and go through this, the actual trade completing, so that you see what that looks like. All right, so here we are. We're in a pre-recorded video or screen recording of the actual trade process. We're going to walk through this, pause it and whatnot, so that you can see this actually happen. All right, because a little bit tougher to do this on an actual during a video unless I have another account, which I don't have, etc. So here we go. We are now on the social hub screen where we have a trade offer received. So in this case, somebody has sent me a trade offer. This is important because I wanted you to see what it looks like should you get a trade offer. If you are just offering your own trade, it'd be the same thing. The other person would then get this screen. But functionally, it's all the same regardless of which way you go. All right, so let's go ahead and play this and walk our way through what is going to happen. So we see trade offer received. We hit that button, and then immediately takes us into which friend sent us the trade offer. And then we'll kind of give you a short little tutorial. You can check the card, etc. Skip forward to receive the card from your trading partner. You can send them a response, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of like a vetting back and forth process. It makes sense once you actually get in there and do it once. So there we go. Now we have a view button. We're going to hit that view button and see exactly what card our friend has offered us for a trade. In this case, he's offered us a Bulbasaur. Okay, Bulbasaur does not require any of the actual tokens, just the stamina. So you can hit the details on the Bulbasaur, see exactly what it is, what set it's from, all that good stuff. Or we can just go ahead and hit the trade button, at which point it'll give us another little tutorial prompt. I'm going to go pick the card now that I want to trade back for that Bulbasaur. All right, so we're going to select the EV card. There it is, and we see 0 tokens, important for the base cards, which will help you for completing your dexes, your card dexes with your friends. You'll be able to trade back and forth, those nice easy ones to get, and even for the foils and the EX cards as well. But that'll be important for completing the dex entries. All right, at this point in the time. Can't trade anything too crazy. We already know that. So there we go. Picked my EV. Now, yep, we've offered that card, and it's going to give my friend the opportunity to double check and make sure he's still good with the trade offer based on what you're sending back to him, especially if you're just trading random things. But if the friend is right there next to you, you guys are sitting side by side, this will make a lot of sense and be much more streamlined. You'll both just be like, yep, click, 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 done. But here we go. So from there, if you go back to the home screen, you don't really get a notification for this. You just have to, if you're sitting next to your friend, you're going to know when it completes. Otherwise, just go back and check the social hub screen whenever you get a second. Oh, by the way, they can actually send you, where was it? Gifts. You can get a thank you gift, the shop tickets for the trade as well. Once they do complete that, there is an option as well as for you to hit that button and get that thing final. Get the shop tickets. Stumbling all over my words here. So there we go. Trade agreement reached. We are now to this point. He's accepted the trade, so we can hit the trade button on our side. So let's play this and finalize the actual trade. Does not matter which way you're doing this, it would work the same. So swipe the card up, send Eevee off to your friend. You get this really nice animation with Eevee going and Bulbasaur coming back. Now Bulbasaur is our card, and we have lost the Eevee card. And there you go. into your cards, into your decks. That's pretty much it. And then there's the thanks option to send the shop token. Always do that. Got to get those shop tokens. You can get 5 of those every single day. Those are important to be able to buy things out of the shop, such as hourglasses to be able to open more packs, etc. All right. And that is that for that part of the video on exactly how the trade mechanic works. Okay, so next, let's say I make a trade, just let's extend a trade to a friend, and they reject the trade. What does it look like to get a trade rejected in the game? Maybe they don't really like what you want. In this case, we are sending a Pidgey card off to my friend. My friend may not want this Pidgey card, or may be like, "What are you talking about? I want this Pidgey." So anyway, there we go. We are in the waiting response section now. We'll come back, and then we just have to wait for my friend to ultimately accept the card, send me a card in response, or reject it. We're going to get rejected. Spoiler. So view, still in waiting response. Skip forward a little bit. There it is, right there. So right here is after they have rejected the trade. Pause. There you go. So now it will say no trade agreement reached. When you see that message, that means your trade has been rejected. All right. And then you kind of scroll through it real quick, and then it will tell you this trade has been terminated and no trade agreement was reached. I like it. They got a contract language here. No agreement reached. Nah, you were rejected. They didn't want that Pidgey. But that's that. Pretty simple. That's what you will get from a rejection standpoint if they do not want to make that trade. Alrighty, so hopefully this was helpful. We fully covered everything for the trade mechanic. A bit of a longer video, but it is a fairly complex mechanic. So, personal favor, keep the comments in the video to be a little bit more strategic or tied to the mechanics of the actual function, and not so much a venting session for the actual issues with it, because yes, we do realize there are some issues with it and things we disagree on with the company, but hey, hopefully they'll continue to improve and take our feedback to make this better in the future. So hit that like button, hit that sub button if you've not, and as always, see you in the next one.